Hi, I'm Emily Rose.
And I'm Dan Philgreen. Welcome to Shell Point Today for Tuesday, September 24th.
We're getting the blood flowing with another action-packed episode, including more talks with Michelle Tompkins as she breaks down all the fun happening for Active Aging Week.
I am here talking Active Aging Week again, and I am with Sarah Mitchell from Lee Health.
Tanya Hochschild is back to give us another exciting read as part of the latest Book Nook.
And today's read comes from Alifair Burke, New York Times best-selling author of the runaway hit, The Wife.
Then Professor Adrian Kerr continues to take us on a lively look of the history of England.
So you see now England spreading its wings across the oceans.
But first, we're laying down the law of the land as part of our look back on this day in history. It was 230 years ago when the Supreme Court was established as the highest court in the United States. President George Washington would sign the Judiciary Act of 1789, forming the tribunal to be made up of 6 justices who would serve until retirement or death. John Rutledge, William Cushing, John Blair, Robert Harrison, and James Wilson would be named the first justices, with John Jay being appointed the first Chief Justice. In the 2 centuries since its formation, the U.S. Supreme Court has grown into the most important judicial body in the world in terms of its central place in the American political order.
There's a buzz in the air as the first Academy on the Go trip departs tomorrow. Court pickups begin at 6:30 a.m. for a trip up north to the Sarasota Honey Company. Stroll through the garden and see some of the native bee species before getting a live demonstration of a hive being inspected. Then you can learn how beeswax can be turned into a variety of products before getting to wrap things up by tasting some sweet items in the gift shop. Then, before heading back to Shell Point, load up your plate at Amish restaurant Der Dutchman for a home-cooked buffet-style meal. If you missed out on this Academy on the Go trip, don't worry, another one is on the horizon. Simply head to shellpoint.net and click on the Academy link for a list of future destinations.
Also happening tomorrow, it's going to be a groovy time at the Cove for some trivia through the decades. Join your friends and neighbors at 2 p.m. for some traditional pen and paper trivia. Come with a team or dare to go at it by yourself as you make your way through some tough questions stemming from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. From pop culture to politics, sports to fashion, and everything in between. See if you can bring home one of the prizes by showing off your historical knowledge. Sign up is required for this event, so if you want to join in on the fun for tomorrow's Trivia Through the Decades, call 454-2282 and register now.
For the next part in Professor Adrian Kerr's look into the history of England, he's going back a few more decades, particularly to the 1600s where the reign of kings and queens was in full bloom.